There's some details and some things, really cool things that editing does for your video that is highly underrated. I don't know how people underrate this editing, little wishy that gives to our content. But on this video, I am going to be showing you how to like manipulate your video in a very good way with your editing skills. I mean, if you don't know how to edit, if you have zero knowledge about editing, don't worry. We are going to start from zero and we are going to migrate to like 100. So if you have no knowledge on that, I'm going to take you with a beginner step and then take you in a place where you'll be like a pro. Trust me. So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Someone Edit. I want to ask you though, what is content creation without some really cool editing skills? If you know what it is, I don't know. But on this video, I am going to be taking you on a smooth journey on how to run some editing stuff. This video is all about editing. If you don't know how to edit, maybe navigate your way through some things. If you're watching my video, you would notice some, some cool editing hacks that I put into my video. If you want to do some things like that, I advise you stick to this video till the end because I'm going to be taking you on a very smooth ride in the world of editing. So if this sounds like what you're interested in, stay with me. Let's get this tutorial.
Hey my loves, please use a second to like reposition your phone to the direction of which the video is playing. This inconvenience is for the sake of this tutorial. That is why I had to like turn my phone in the other direction so we can get a clearer view of the screen and a nearer view as well. So please use a second to like turn your phone. Thank you. All right, moving on to the tutorial we have today. Having some really cool editing skills makes your audience's viewing experience extraordinary. It makes it more interesting for your audience. So keep this in mind while we dive into the tutorial on how to change your editing game. To start with, there are two popular apps that are very, very handy and very good to run this editing. And the sweet part is that both apps are free. These two apps are InShot app and the second app is your CapCut app. These two apps are super amazing and both does literally almost the same thing, so it depends on your preference. Although I'll be giving this tutorial using the InShot app because where there are two things, there's basically one you have to like prefer over the other, and this is the reason why I prefer the InShot app. It is because there are so many features that you can literally work on offline, unlike CapCut. Okay, there are features you cannot really make use of in CapCut if you are offline. So yeah, that is one reason why I love doing my editing with InShot. So let's hop right into InShot app to do the magic. Guys, this is what the InShot app looks like. If you do not have it on your phone already, please head over to Play Store to install this app. Very, very important. Already have it on your phone, just go ahead and click on this video option and click on new project. It takes you automatically to your gallery where you select the particular video you want to work on. So let's say I go with this particular video and I just click on this check icon. Yeah, and it brings me to this place. Don't worry about this watermark here that says InShot. I wouldn't advise that after editing your video, you leave this watermark over here. It makes your video look unprofessional and makes you look unserious. Don't worry, it is free, totally free to remove it. You just click on it, click on free remove, and then wait for it for a sec. Okay, it takes just a little time, but it goes away eventually. Wait for it to like go away. As you can see, we have a clean and plain video to work on. So these icons below are what you should explore. If you don't know what each icon does here, you should actually explore. But we are going to be taking this tutorial one step at a time. We are not going to jump a step so that it is beginner friendly, and that is the sole purpose of this tutorial. So we are going to be starting with how to insert video, how to add video, or how to like join videos together. What I mean by this is joining clips. Maybe you made 2 clips of videos or 3 separate videos and you want to join them together. This is basically how you do it. Okay, if you want to join it before this particular existing video that we already added here, you just go ahead and make sure this line over here is in the beginning. You don't want to like drag your video to this point, you just make sure to click on this plus icon here, click on it, click on photos or videos and select your preferred video. Click on your check icon and yes, that is it. Now we have selected this video. It means that this video will play before this previous one that we had. But in case this is not what you want, we can go ahead and click on this video to delete it. Click on the video first, click on the icons above until you see this dustbin icon, this delete icon, click on it to delete. Now let's say you already added a video, you want to attach a continuation of this clip. You have to like scroll the video until the very end. Make sure that this line over here is at the end of this video, and then click on this plus icon, click on video/photo, import your preferred video. Okay, let's say this is the video I want to import. Click on the check button and yeah, as you can see, the clip is joined. This is how to reduce the volume. I wouldn't want this volume to interfere. The volume of this video we added here to interfere with the video, so I'm just going to like reduce the volume. That way we can play this video without interruption. Okay, let's also reduce this volume because of copyright and all of that. So let's play this and boom, it enters the next clip. So this is basically how to like add or insert or join your videos together. So if you have videos that are more than one clip, more than two clips, this is how to join them together. Now we are moving over to the second part of this video, which is how to jump cuts. Okay, so this part is very important. It is very, very, very necessary for all content creators. While filming your video, no matter how perfect you are, no matter how professional you are, there are some parts that will be unnecessary for your audience to see or hear. And how do you get rid of those parts that are not necessary? How do you get rid of them? This is how. Now you want to like play your video to that point where you want to remove. So let's say I play this video. Let's increase the volume. Okay, so we know what you're working with. So let's increase the volume and play it.
There's some details.
Okay, you heard this video play and you saw some flaws in the original video, right? You saw some places I was trying to figure out the best word to use on this video. So this part is very, very unnecessary for my audience to see. I wouldn't want them to see the imperfection in how I'm putting my words together, you know, to address them. So all I have to do is jump cut this part, cut it off, and then get rid of it. Now, how do I do that? I just have to like keep playing the video until I come to the particular place that is not suitable for me. Let's say is this place I repeated a word. I'll just make sure that this line over here that I'm touching, this straight line, is at the point where the mistake starts, and then I'll scroll the icons above the video here until I see splits. Once I see splits, I click on split. That way I can either drag. You can see that the video has splitted, which means it is now two clips over here. So now if this other part of the video is where the flaw is, I can either drag like this to cut off the part, or I can play the video again to see where the flaw stopped. Okay, let's play it.
There's some details and some things, really cool things that.
Okay, so let's say this is where the flaw stopped, and this line over here is at the place where the mistake stopped. So we are going to click on split again. That way we have three clips here. We have this first part, we have this middle part, and then we have this third part. This middle part is the unwanted part where I made mistakes while filming. So I have to get rid of it. I don't want my audience to see it. So just click on this delete button and yeah, off you go. So let's play it.
There's some details and some things really.
So as you can see, we have gotten rid of that point. So this is basically how you remove unwanted parts of your video or a clip that you filmed. All right, this is how you get rid of some mistakes you don't want your audience to see. So you can do this as many times as you want for the entire video, okay, to get rid of your mistakes. All right, so moving on, the third thing that we are going to be teaching on this tutorial is transition. This is my coolest part of this video editing, thing. I love this transition part so much because there is this joy that it comes with. It is really, really cool, and you're going to see what I mean in a second. So let's say we want to transition. These are places where you can only do your transition. It is between one clip or the other. Okay, you cannot transition in the middle of your clips where there is no joint, okay, between your clips. Can you see this thing over here? This thing I'm touching over here, okay, in between these two clips. Yes, this is where the transition occurs, and you only have this in between clips. So let's say this part is playing, okay, and I don't just want it to move into this second clip just like that. Click on this button over here and you see lots of transition over here. There's some pro version, okay, but this first line over here are all free version. You can check it out to see what you want. You can check it out to see what you want by clicking on each and playing to see if it is what you want. So let's go ahead to check them out. You see that this one is white. You see this one? You can increase the intensity of which they play, okay, over here. So let's keep it at, let's say, 2 seconds. Do you see this? In some of my videos, you notice these transitions. This is how I get them done, okay? So just come to this place, select your preferred one. Let's see this one. Yeah, this is an example of transition. Let's check this one out. So these are transitions that are available for you. These first lines are free of charge, but these inner ones are pro, except for the first line here. These ones are free. They are not pros. You can use any of them. The same thing with this other column, this first column over here. They are all free. But for these ones in here, they are pro version. As you can see, this thing over here is InShot Pro. You cannot use it except you pay for it. So for us beginners, we go for these free ones. It works like magic. I love using them. So this is it for transition. Meanwhile, after adding your transition, you have to click on this check icon over here. Okay, and then it will save your transition. For the sake of this tutorial, we don't want it to be too lengthy, so that is that. Moving on, we are going to be showing you how you can add video to your screen. Okay, let's say you're reacting to a video or you're making a video, you want to talk about something else on your video and you want people to be seeing you and be seeing what you're talking about. This is how to go about it. So just go on. Let's say this is exactly where you want to add the clip. Okay, this is where you start talking about what you want to add. Okay, just make sure this straight line is over there. Okay, and then scroll the icon above until you see PIP, this PIP over here. Okay, in CapCut it is called overlay, but over here on InShot app it is called PIP. So click on it to take you to your gallery, and then you go ahead to import the thing you want to talk about. So let's say I want to talk about this chocolate. Okay, let's bring it to one side where it will cover my face. You can drag to increase the size with your 2 fingers or thumb, whichever way, or just drag it to zoom it in or zoom it out, whichever one you prefer. So let's say I want to talk about this chocolate. Okay, I would want to click on the chocolate clip, okay, and then reduce the volume so that it will be only the video of me here that is talking. But if this chocolate has a background volume and I do not reduce it, both will be talking at the same time and you won't be able to understand the thing. So reduce the volume of the chocolate by clicking on the video clip of the chocolate. Click on volume button above it and then reduce to 0. Click on check and it is okay. Now when you play this video to talk about this chocolate, only your voice will be heard and not the voice of the video of the chocolate. I hope I made sense. Video that is highly underrated. I don't know how people underrate this editing, little wishy that gives to our content. But on those videos, if you want to increase the size of the video, you can just click on the video over here, increase the size. Okay, if you want it to cover the screen, you can do the same. Move it to any position you want. Okay, so just do what works for you. And then click on this check to save it. So moving on, I'm going to be showing you how to manipulate your video in. Moving on, let's click on this pipe, click on this chocolate. Start talking about this chocolate or whatever you want to talk about and you want it to stop showing at the screen. You can just click on the chocolate clip and drag it from the edge to where you want it to stop. Okay, if you want it to stop at this place, you stop dragging it at here. If you want to extend it, okay, to the end of your video, you can do that by dragging it all through. Yeah, that is that for adding a video on your screen. I hope we made sense. So after doing that, click on this check icon here and then let's move on. Moving on, the next thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to add sounds to your videos. Okay, so let's say this is the video we are playing and we want to add a sound to this video. All you have to do is scroll the icon above your video clip, okay, until you see music. This is the icon for music. That is the second icon, the very second icon. Click on it. It brings you to this place that says music effects record. Now this is where people do voiceover. Okay, after recording your video and you want the video to be playing while you explain what you want your audience to hear or saying or whatsoever, this is where to click on and then you record. Okay, let's try it. So let's try it. You will to stop. Click on the check sign over here to save it. Let's play it.
It's all about editing. If you don't know how to edit, maybe navigate your way through some things. If you're watching my video,
so because the volume of my video is not turned down, both are speaking at the same time, and you can solve this problem by let's click on this check sign over here to save our voice notes. Now, if you don't want the voice of your video to be playing, you can simply click on your video clip below, click on it, and then move the icon to your volume button and then reduce it to the lowest level. This way your video will have no volume and then your voice note will be able to play with ease and without interruption. So let's play the voice note again to see what's up. You see the video is silent because we reduced the volume. Now let's hear the voice note.
Hey guys, I'm going to be teaching you how to do some editing on this video. So if this sounds like what you're interested in, stick with me. Let's get this tutorial done.
So you've heard this is how to get your voiceover done. If you want to remove the voiceover, you can still go back to your music icon, click on it, click on your voiceover and then delete. So that is that for this. Now if it is not voiceover that you want to record, you have a music, or another sound entirely that you want to put out there on your video, just go ahead to click on music. It takes you to this place. Go ahead and click on my music. It will take you to your audio player where your sounds are, okay, and then you choose your preferred sound.
I have feelings for you.
Me too.
So let's say it is this sound that you want to use. Just go ahead and click on use and automatically it will be here. Let's play it and see what it sounds like.
I have feelings for you.
So as you can see, this is the sound we imported. It could be a music, it could be a sound, whatsoever you want, and that is it. So for this third option over here that says effect, you can click on it to explore. This is where you have maybe your keyboard typing, maybe you're saying something and you want to upload yourself or your audience. You just click on that effect, okay? Click on effect, scroll until you see applause feature. So this is basically people clapping. If you want to use this sound, it is up to you and it is free. You just have to have your mobile data on, okay, for this part to work. Let's say you want to choose maybe a keyboard typing. Go to popular, scroll down until you see a keyboard. Okay, this one needs network. Okay, maybe you're typing something on your screen and you want people to think that that is the point in time you're typing it. Click on this keyboard and click on use.
And you click on it.
Okay, so this is basically what these options does for you. You can add your music, your effects, voiceover or recording over here. Then when you're done, click on this check icon over here to save your work. So moving on, I'm going to be showing you how to add text animation. Okay, how to add text to your videos. Scroll over and click on this text icon over here. Click on this icon over here that says T plus, okay, and type whatever you want. Let's say I'm typing my name somewhere. It's okay. So let's say I type this. As you can see, it is on the screen already, and you can choose on this color icon over here to change the color. Okay, you can either choose from below over here and then you'll be checking your screen to see what works for you. So this is basically how you add all these colors. Okay, if you feel like changing all the colors, you can come over here to change them. So just do what works for you until you're satisfied. So if you want to animate this thing over here to like be moving, okay, like you see in some of these bloggers pages, this is where to click. Come to this place that is spinning like a pendulum ball, click on it, and then you see variety of option. Click on each one to see if it is what you like, and be watching your screen, okay, to see when you get what you like. This is where you increase the intensity, okay, and then see what works for you. This is for the inner animation, okay. You can click on over here to check the out animation. Okay, click on each to see what works for you. Okay, and then you can check the loop here. I usually love this loop. It looks extraordinary for me. So you can see some of your bloggers doing this. This is what they use. Okay, so just check each and see what works for you. You can increase or reduce the intensity at which they play. If you want them to play slowly, increase it to 3.0. If you want them to play a little bit faster, you can drag this the opposite direction. Okay, so it all depends on you. You can go to the option A over here to choose your preferred font. As you can see, the font on the screen is changing, so choose what you think works for you. This is where you change your fonts. So yeah, if you want this text to be less visible, you can click on opacity. You see these options here, click on opacity and then reduce, drag to reduce. Be watching your screen so you see what you're working with. Okay, and yeah, this is how you make it fainty and all of that. So yeah, and when you're done, you can save. These are other options that you can decide to like choose from. If you want your letters to glow, let's increase the opacity so we see what you're working with. If you want your letters to glow, you can choose from this option. You know, just do what works for you, and then click on this check sign over here to save your work. You can drag your name all through the video. Okay, yeah, that way your name is all through the video. Okay, you can come back here to drag it if you want it to be on the entire video. If you don't want, you can reduce it to the particular place where you want the letter to appear. And yeah, and that is that for adding text and animation. If you want to add your sticker, like you see people using arrows to point out what they want to show you, the audience, there's a sticker icon over here that you can just click on sticker over here, choose what works for you. So as you can see, this is the arrow that people use sometimes. People use subscribe over here for your YouTube to remind them. These are like buttons, you know, pretty things that you can use. Yeah, let's say I choose this arrow and then I choose subscribe because I want people to subscribe to my channel, of course. So when I do this, I can go ahead and click on this check sign over here to save what I've chosen. And then you can adjust this to where you want it to appear. Okay, click on it and drag all through and then release your hand. So yeah, these are the basics you need. You can go on to explore this. The next thing I want to show you is how to like increase the speed of what you're doing. Okay, so I need this video to move faster. Maybe I'm cooking and I need this video to like be very fast and all of that. Like I'm being fast forwarded. Just scroll the icon above until you see speed, then increase your speed. Okay, to whatever you want. As you're increasing, you're playing it to see how it works. If you're not satisfied, you can increase it more. As you can see, this is how I'm going. So it depends on, you can increase it even further. And then, yeah, it will be talking fast, moving fast, and all of that. So this is how to fast forward, or, you know, if you want it slower, you can reduce it. Yeah. You can reduce it even more. So, yeah. So this is actually what you do for the speed. You can either reduce or increase it. Depends on what you want or what works for you. So this is basically what you need to know about speed. I hope it made sense. We can go on and on, but these are the basics you need to know. And with these things, you'll be going like a pro. And yeah, for the volume, you can decide to increase the volume of your video by clicking on the volume here. Okay. Anyway, when you're done, please save on your top right hand corner. Okay, where you see save, click on it and make sure the resolution is on 1080p. Okay, your time frame should be 30 frame per seconds, right? And then in MP4 format, and yeah, this size. Okay, you can now click on this to save. But before saving, there's something I need to show you. Make sure that your aspect ratio is on the YouTube standard required aspect ratio. You can make sure of this by clicking on this first option here that says canvas. Click on it, and then this is the standard YouTube aspect ratio, which is 16:9 ratio. Okay, once you click on it, your video will automatically be in a landscape mode. Okay, and yeah, that is that about that. And click on the check, and yeah, basically this is what you need to know about this editing. I hope this made sense. So yeah, these are what we are going to be taking for today's class, because we don't need this video to be too lengthy. I hope this helped you. If it does, please don't forget to subscribe. Oh, please don't forget to subscribe, because you self pity me now. I no try for this tutorial. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this video was worth your time totally. And when you're done, when you're done with your editing and all of that, you go ahead to click on this your upper right hand corner to save. And yeah, it is saving. Hold on for some seconds. It will be automatically saved to your gallery.
Okay, now that I've shown you how to like navigate your way through those things you really did not know, I hope it was worth it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you learned some new things, please bless my channel already with a follow. Follow. Facebook. Okay, if this video was of value to you, please subscribe already to my channel and like this video, of course. I'm going to be seeing you on my next video. Until then, remember to stay fabulous and stay gorgeous.